live.
And good evening. Welcome. D&D 5e Homebrew experience. Tonight with your host, Biting Giraffe as Game Master. Fozzie.
Hello.
Major, and Prime.
Song.
You can have. And
Hey, just a little heads up. I'm not sure if it was just on my end, but you were cutting out a bit.
Who?
Giraffe,
okay.
you were cutting out with your intro there.
I'll just go ahead and go again. I'll pause after everyone too. Good evening and welcome to the Lost Kingdom, a D&D 5e experience. Brought to you by your host, Biting Giraffe, and your Fozzie,
Hello.
Major,
Hello.
Prime,
Howdy.
and our Twitch guardian, Zane Kiryu.
Hey, what's up?
We're gonna go ahead and begin. You lay peacefully on the ground, drifting through space. Nothing but pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Your mic cut out again.
Did
I don't know if you're speaking quiet or you're away from the mic.
no, I was right on top of it.
Huh.
Mm,
Technical difficulties.
Let me just
Yeah,
refeed the
good.
cable real quick, so it would act up now.
Yeah.
Just minor technical difficulties.
Yeah. I mean, every it's
Yeah,
bound to happen sometime. It's bound to
Mhm.
happen sometime. It doesn't matter how little or how extremely professional you are. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I've actually got one of my regulars watching the D&D stream right now, kind of waiting.
That's awesome. So I guess while he's figuring out his difficulties, we could introduce our characters.
Sounds good. You start.
All right. So, pardon me for my horrible voice acting. I'm gonna try at least for this first part, and then when we're in the game, I'm gonna totally drop it because I can't do it. I wish I could. So, I apologize. My name is Loannina. I am a dwarf that nestled deep in the town of Quicksilver in the Cragsspire Mountain. I am one of the Order of the Wee Light Bearers. We are a group of paladins. We are very, very cautious of those that would try to thwart the balance of good and evil. We protect all of those that live in our city and in the surrounding nations. I have a son. His name is Quincy, and he is one of our best and most illustrious merchants. He has brought many a treasure to our fair city and our fair nation. And unfortunately, I lost my wife, Vera, in an attack of strange beings that came from underneath. They obviously live underneath our city, and we had not known of that. But it's all right. We gave them quite the thrashing, and they ran with their tails tucked between their legs. And I am here to defend the light once again. Who wants to go next?
I guess I will. My backstory's not that good, but
I didn't go super in depth. I mean, but yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a city I'm from. But anyways,
Uh,
I'm a dragonborn named Rimlock Irontongue. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter and a noble merchant who travels around. Um, whose grandfather, or no, sorry, great great grandfather, negotiated the treaty with Queen Elia of the Landsrat Empire, and after my great great grandfather went into an argument with this dwarf city where not trading with, and it made the king mad. So our family got dropped down from dukes to barons. So I, my character decides to fight with a lot of people to prove his strength. That's about it.
Zane, gonna go ahead and share your character.
Yeah, I could go into the backstory that Giraffe was so kind to help me with, but that would take hours. It is about
Hey,
6
honestly.
pages long. So I'm just going to go over the basics. My character is a rather arrogant wizard, a wizard kitsune, named Kirote, or Kiro for short. Basically, after basically a temporal event, he ended up being sent. The world of the Fae that he's originally from was cut off from the world where we are now, and after some kind of event, essentially, he was sent to the world that we are in now, and is working on reopening the gates between in the worlds, as well as finding essentially a cure for his sick mother. And that's pretty much what I got.
And Fozzie
Yep.
to round us out.
Yep, I am a half-elf wizard named Salazarin Fikarin, or Sal for short. My father was a noble, and my mother was a high elf. It was a good relationship for the first 25 or so years until my father was offered a promotion to get higher up in the nobility, but he had to cut all ties with the other half of the family. So that's what he did. He kicked us out, remarried, had another kid, and I went with my mother to her homeland for a while. And after a few years, making sure she was, all right, I set off on my own. Just explore the world and stuff. And that's about it for me.
Alright, Giraffe, you got your
All right, cool
issues sorted
beans.
out.
We have our illustrious DM biting Giraffe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay. I guess we're still having technical difficulties, unfortunately. I don't really know what to do. We can't do anything.
No.
We
can't hear him.
We can't really do anything yet until we can hear Giraffe.
Yeah.
But since we are starting a bit later, we do still have a very minuscule chance that we may have a special guest popping in later.
Well, don't even.
I'm not saying any names. I'm just saying there's a very minuscule chance that we may or may not have a special guest popping in later.
And I'm assuming that sound that you heard was him
That was
leaving.
Giraffe.
I'm assuming his Discord probably crashed.
Yeah, tell them to reset.
Yeah.
Woo.
Giraffe, are you good?
There.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, am I back?
Yep.
Yes, you're back.
Yes.
My Discord took a crap on me as well as the mic. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
Yeah, there's always
No,
a
you're
chance
fine.
at some point during the night that my Firefox may take a dump on itself again and my web browser may lock up.
All right.
Well, hey, you know what? We have a fox on the team, so hopefully the Firefox decides to play nice.
Mm.
There we go. All right.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the intro over again. Let's see if that works. Not that intro, but the story intro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're here.
All right. You're drifting lazily in sleep. Happy memories playing through your mind. Pleasant dreams wafting through you. The scent of a warm pine forest. And then you start to feel off. The world seems a little bit darker. Aren't as easy to grab anymore. Now they seem a little bit darker. The faces that you knew before, they're unrecognizable. Just can't. The thoughts are getting harder to pull in. You could feel your chest shaking, heart beating faster. And then it stops. The world goes silent. There's a voice. Come to me. And you sit up. Circular in nature. 2 entryways, one on either side. Trees as tall as the sky, reaching with their limbs up into the clouds, into themselves. It's like the world has a roof. You think, where am I? You don't know how you got here.
Wait, what?
You look around. To your right, across from you. Across from you is people. You look at them. Names. Your tongue. Who are they? But them. The embers of a fire crack and popple, breaking the silence. No birds. No bees. No wind. The world is still. What do you do?
Larkin's gonna get up and he's gonna grab his shield, grab his weapons, and just stand there and say, "Where the hell am I? Who the hell are you?"
All right. So, Remlin's
Uh,
gonna stand up, grab his weapon, and look at Larkin and ask the same question.
Before he gets to ask the question, as soon as Larkin sees his weapon, go for his weapon. He's gonna say, "I will not harm you. Just tell me where the hell I am."
I don't know where we are.
Sal's gonna get up as well. Sal's gonna get up as well and look around. 2 people holding their weapons. Be like, where the hell am I? And who the hell are you people? I am then gonna slowly pick up my quarterstaff.
And Kirote will be the last one to stand up, rubbing his head a bit. Oh. Where am I? Who are you guys?
Larkin will keep his shield drawn, but in a sign of good faith, seeing that this is not... A, he doesn't want to hurt anyone without good reason to. B, he knows that he doesn't know if these people are joshing him or whatever. And he just wants to make sure that they know that he means no harm. He's gonna put his hand axe sheath it by his hip, but keep his shield drawn and just keep it in front of him. Just say, now, if you all are telling me the truth, then we're in some sort of predicament and some sort of vile magic or being has wiped our memories. I can tell I'm strong, and I can tell that you are all not weak yourselves. Now, whatever the situation may be, I can't trust any of you, but I also can't not trust any of you. You're the only people I know, and I know nothing else. And I look up towards the canopy of the trees. This is some vile trick.
And as you say that you know nothing, as you say those very words, a thought, almost if by magic, your name, Larkin. But that's it. Like wind, a breeze in the desert, it's gone.
And then as he's looking up, did y'all hear that?
I did.
Hear what?
Yeah.
Someone said my name. And he's just like frantically looking and now around. He grabs his hand axe again and he's just looking around in the sky. And then he's gonna say, "What vile sorcery is this?"
As he's saying that, I'm going to get into a defensive stance just in case Larkin decides to go a little crazy. So
Yeah.
I would be ready.
And I'm gonna look down and see him, and I'm like, I promise you, I'm not crazy.
I'm
not gonna hurt you.
gonna also pick up the rest of my gear
Well,
in case I miss something.
going to do something as well. Looking down at himself for a moment, or once he has his head cleared, Kirote looks over himself for a moment before realizing that he's actually in his fox form, and he's essentially, oh shit, how'd this happen? And with the use of very simple illusion magic, he takes on a human form as his usual disguise, not realizing at the initial moment that he was not in his disguise.
Not knowing why he does this, though.
Larkin
close himself.
would have seen the Catman or Wolfman, Foxman.
Fox.
Sorry. But he would have not thought anything of it because he's not prejudiced, because he's a dwarf and he's prejudiced from other races all the time.
I just look over and say, "Huh, that's neat."
I just smile and put my sword, like I stab the great sword into the ground and lean on it, and wait for someone else to make it.
As Karote cloaks himself in his human form again, unbeknownst to him, a thought arises in the back of his mind. Comfort. Itch. Looks himself, it slowly dissolves. Feels a comfort again. Slowly. Mine. Like the wind. It's gone.
Right now, my back is completely turned to the rest of the party, and I'm just frantically looking around, completely like on edge, because my defender and my instincts to defend people and my, like, unbeknownst to me, for some reason I feel like I need to protect these people, since they didn't hear what I heard, and also the fact that I'm really mad and really vengeful against evil is like, this is not okay. Whatever is happening is not okay and is bad. It's a bad omen.
Just to clarify, while Larkin's having his little freak out, the little voice was in Kirote's mind,
Something weird's
reminding
going
him
on here.
of his day.
Well, I haven't really heard much, so but I am interested in what's going on.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I notice anything?
Please do.
Yeah.
About to ask the
Everyone
same
can feel
thing.
free to roll a perception check if they like.
Sure.
Okay, let me pull up my character sheet. Is it perception? And
All right, sorry, I got interrupted.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you
So-
notice more than I do, even though... Wait, would I get advantage on that since I've been on edge pretty much ever since I got up?
Even if you had advantage, it would be the same
Larkin,
number.
Yeah, I said, Larkin, you rolled the same on advantage and the regular roll.
No,
Uh,
I rolled an 11 and a 16.
No,
Oh, wait,
no.
no, never mind.
that's prime.
Yeah, that's prime.
Never mind. My bad.
Okay, so as you
Yeah.
all look around, Sal has a thought in the back of his mind. His name rises.
Oh.
Conviction. Salizarin Fisser. Again,
I care.
like the wind it leads, all he knows is himself now. You look around, Sal and Kirote both notice that perfectly clear, perfectly flat, circular clearing. The only thing in the middle is a pit that is smoldering. Hours out, the sun not even up above them, barely light enough to be morning.
Do we have a
We
map?
both estimate it's probably somewhere in the. You guys, does it not show on the screen on the roll 20?
I'm not seeing anything on my roll 20 unless I'm supposed to be clicking on another screen.
Sorry.
Do you have a different thing because you might need to
There it
drag players?
There we go. I
Yeah,
see it
just thought
now.
of that.
There it is.
My bad, guys. I did not realize I needed to do that until just a minute ago. All
No,
right,
you're
so now you guys can see what you're looking at.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
perfect.
I had one person even
Yeah.
ask to saying they didn't see gameplay.
My bad.
It's alright,
So,
we're all
does
learning.
my zoom level affect you guys?
I think
No.
we have that.
We have our own
Also, I
Zoom.
can't
Okay,
control
just
my
checking.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fine.
you need to give us access to our tokens.
Yep.
That was done. I fixed that. Hold on.
Alright, if they're not on the token layer, then we can't control them. So you have to move them to the token layer. I don't know what layer they're on, but that's something that's to keep in mind.
I got it. I figured it out. Let me fix this, guys. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Oh,
fine.
it's no problem.
You're new to roll 20. It's perfectly fine.
I'm new to roll 20
I
too.
thought I. Okay, now back in. All right. I'm dropping you, Larkin. You guys go ahead and test it. Let me know.
I can't.
I can move
control my
mine.
token.
I can move mine.
Larkin, try again, please, because I just dropped it on the.
Nope.
Let me see if. Get to that token. Let me remove it.
Are you sure that I have access to control it?
As far as I know, you should. Unless I'm doing something wrong. I didn't do anything different with yours than I did with theirs. That's the problem
Well,
that I'm
mine's
trying
not
to
even
figure
on
out.
the screen yet.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I probably might an issue. I paused. Let me add yours real quick.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
move mine.
Yeah, the only thing I could see that maybe the reason is that his takes up more squares. Does that have anything?
No, that shouldn't have anything to do with it.
Sure,
yeah.
it's not. It's just
Yeah,
it's
you
not
might wanna
square
look-
for this stuff, and then All right.
Nope. Still nothing.
Oh, there we go. Let me reassign it again. Maybe that'll fix it.
There we go. There we go.
All right, cool beans, cool
Turn this
beans.
back on because I had these set and I have to reset them. I'm gonna add your guys' nameplates real quick. Everybody knows who's who.
I apologize for that, and of course I got interrupted. I be back 20 minutes.
All right, guys. Okay. There, now everybody should be able to control their tokens. You're on the token layer. You all should have control. Your nameplates are showing. There we go. I
have to before we. You guys can continue on without me and just NPC my character. Just try not to use spells, please. If you get into combat, I will be back in 20. I apologize. I got interrupted with something important. So
Okay.
I will be back in 20. I apologize. I figured there was a possibility of this happening.
Okay, he can just fall into a plot hole if necessary.
Don't worry. We'll make it work. We'll see you in a minute, Major.
Yep.
All right.
Alright,
So,
Salas was the one that rolled the 20.
No. Zane was,
I got the nat 20.
and I had the 20.
Yes. Zane and Sal are noticing that they're in a perfectly clear, perfectly round. There's no branches on the ground, no grass on the ground. There's not even rocks. It's just flat dirt. There's no scuff marks, no footprints. It looks like you guys just showed up there. There's barely any disturbance from where you slept. Trees are tall, and wide. They look old, and they are almost bark to bark. They touch almost as far across as the eye can see. The only openings being the clearances behind Karote and the clearance behind Wormlock.
So
And
right
even those
here
are heavily
and
treed
right
over.
here.
Correct. And those are the only two clearings you two notice. Larkin and Wormlock are noticing they're in a round circular area surrounded by trees. They notice the exits. They don't really catch the oddity of the scene of the lack of any real has arrived. The lack of animals, Karote especially notices that wildlife is oddly absent in this area.
I'm gonna say to the rest of the group, it's kind of odd that there's no this area here seems surprisingly vacant given the surrounding areas.
Maybe we should look around and see if we can see anything past the little two entrances.
Yeah.
Would I be able
Oh, we
to
still-
sorry. Since there is nothing really around, would I be able to roll a nature check to uncover any more information?
You're welcome to go for it.
Okay, let's see what I can do. If I can do anything with nature, I've got a +5.
And while you guys are looking around, oh sweet.
Yeah.
So, you notice the trees are all pine. They're all pine trees. Every single one of the damn trees is a pine tree. They're all the exact same height. They have no branches below 12 feet. All marks, no scratch marks, no bruising, no damage, no. It's like they're perfect trees. As you walk around, walk over to one of the trees and you put your hand on it, and you try to feel the natural energy of the tree. Feel something there but it doesn't feel right. There are hundreds of trees in that one tree, and also there are no trees there.
All right, can I roll arcane?
This is weird.
While you're doing that, Wormlock, you're viewing your surroundings. You look at your shoulder and notice a symbol emblazoned on your shoulder pads of your chainmail. And as you turn and look down closely at it before a moment, your eyes light up, and a grin crosses your face as a great memory comes to mind. An old sitting with you on his knee, telling you a great story about a grand adventurer. And he looks to you in that in memory and says, "You'll carry the sigil, Wormluck. You'll make the Iron Tongues proud." Like that, your name comes back to you. And some of your courage returns as well. Go ahead and roll your arcane check.
Alright, I just have
Anybody else want to do anything while he's rolling that?
it's
Would it
Arcane
be-
is wisdom.
Well,
Would it be
he's-
nature or investigation to see if we can see what's down these two paths? Like
Investigation.
well,
Okay.
since I'm really getting up on this tree. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's
Arcane.
arcane.
Wow, a 20 Wormluck.
It's
Yeah.
a nat
Dang.
20.
Yeah. So Wormluck not even being that in touch with the arcane. A weird sense in the air, something
Oh,
through the air.
So many nat 20s already.
Jeez,
Yeah.
guys, you're just ripping my world apart. So, anyways, I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Wormluck. So, you grasping your weapon, you feel the deeper dragon part of you, the elemental part of your body. You know, deep within you, it vibrates. A pulse, almost.
I let
Another one. And as you feel that, you ending of there's something going on here. Point you can't put your finger on it because you're not familiar with what it could be. You're not familiar with the what's at work here, but you definitely know something's not right. Magic about this. Someone, somewhere, something is doing something.
Yeah.
You know that now, and you're confident. So you feel you got something to work at now. As he's coming to that realization, Salazarin is walking to the which path you want to go look at.
I guess I'll go with the one that the.
Go ahead and move your token. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
As you approach you approach and stand next to Wormlock. You casually stand next to him, arms crossed, and glance down the path, and keen half-elven eyes see, and you see that it's a clear path, but it has a slight curve to it. It's almost imperceptible. You only catch it because as you're looking, it look odd. And hard to tell, but something's weird about that path. Same time, right. You can't quite put a finger on it, but there's something about that path.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah, so I relay the information to Worm that there is something weird about this path.
and then I tell everybody the feeling that I have that there's something this area and that magical going on, but I can't put my finger on what it is, but I know it's something really dark.
Yeah.
As you guys are all doing that, let me pay. So is a gotcha. The Larkin standing there about him, and he's been quite worried, having heard, having woken up not knowing where he is with strange companions that he knows nothing of, a half mortal, half elf dragon and a fox.
Yeah.
He's had a crazy morning. He's freaking out a little bit.
Poor dwarf.
He is having his moment, man. And as he does, he's grasping that, he's holding that shield white knuckled, and he's just sitting there, and as he does, for some reason, not knowing why, he lost that shield, almost like he's done it before. And as he does, he feels an emblem emblazoned upon it, and this comes over him. A calmness washes over him, and he knows all of a sudden, why he's here. He is Loannina. He is a paladin, a righteous defender of justice, doers and destroyer of wicked ways. And there is something. That dragon knows it. That elf boy knows it. And he sure as heck knows that fox boy knows it too. What's going on? Larkin's gonna get to the bottom of this. And in that moment, Larkin feels assured and relaxed, and feels a direction to go, and he's going to go ahead and check out that right side path, because no one else has looked down it, but he's going to go look, and he's gonna get about that far, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to roll a perception or an investigation check too. See what he's got. Lord. He looks down that path, and it looks dark, and it looks spooky. He don't like what he sees. It's not going to be good on that path. He don't know why, but he turns to the rough view. Might be better if we went the other path, perchance.
I offer him, do you want me to look down that path to see if there's any, because I have dark vision, might be able to see if there's something he doesn't see down there.
Son, I'm a dwarf. I can see in the dark. That path is darker than the 9 hells. You're welcome to look if that makes you happy.
Alright, I'll go over and I'll look as well. Just double check.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Mind if I tag along? Because I've got a feeling he's just overreacting.
Well, I'm gonna go back to where my starting point was. Pick up my greatsword.
Yeah.
Would that be investigation?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say it's an investigation because you guys are trying to investigate
I've
that
got
path.
plus
Wow.
9.
Nope, I don't see anything.
Let's see.
Yeah, Sal looks down the path and goes, "No, you're right. That is dark."
Let's see if my hot streak stays.
Rote's like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. That's summer day.
It looks like a normal
Realizes-
path. I have no idea what you guys are freaking out about.
He looks and he sees the path, but it cuts off on the right, and he doesn't quite understand why. But weirdly, kind of show. There's no trees. It just goes dark. That's weird. There's more trees up in the distance, looking a little bit, leaning his head in there. He can see some trees again to the left of that. Yeah, there is nothing but dark on the other side of that road. Look a little closer, Zane or Karate, or you good with what you found?
I guess.
We could continue on the path if we determine which path we're taking.
No.
You guys can do whatever you like at this point. I mean, you're merely investigating. I don't.
Yeah. Can
quite relate to what he's learned yet of this path.
All right,
so.
since I'm one of the only people that have been able to see this path here, I'm just gonna go a little further in so I can see around this bend here. So I'm gonna just go right into the entrance here so I could see if I can see around the bend. With our luck, it'll probably be that the paths actually bend together, and it's the path that just leads us to the same place.
Do me a favor. As you walk out there,
are
you gonna walk to the edge of that road?
I'm gonna walk just far enough in here so I can see around the corner.
where we can still see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, can
Go
you
ahead
can
and
you
make-
repeat what you said about the other path that I saw with the nat 20?
Straight for a good bit, but then you see that the trees don't line up like they would in a straight path. They
Hmm.
almost seem to spread out.
I see.
But the tree on the left does the one tree doesn't quite seem to be in front of the tree behind it. It seems to almost be a front into the side of the tree behind it.
Hmm.
Definitely is treed the whole way. There's no question that is a path, and it goes.
All right.
So we got a path on both sides.
Make one quick pause, real quick. Does someone have a chat going on in the background? Is it possible that you could mute the beeps for that? It's not.
I've
Just
been
keep hearing
hearing
beeps.
some beeps from Discord, but I'm not sure what Discord or whose Discord is coming from.
Yeah, I have headphones and using my headphone mic.
I've got
So it should
headphones and
be-
using my headphone mic.
Okay, well, it may just, I don't know. It must just be something crazy then. It must be a Discord ghost, but
Yeah, Discord ghosts
yeah,
are pretty common.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's no big deal, I just wanted to ask real quick. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, guys. Karote, I'm gonna say that if you want to see any more to the left, though, I'm gonna need a second investigation check.
Another investigation. Let me pull up my character sheet again.
Uh, How far can I move over to the left? 30 feet?
Okay, that's going to be investigation and boom.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay, was I muted? I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
21. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
This much. Yeah. So normally it would be 30 feet.
Yeah.
But because we're just, we're not in moment, I'm gonna say it's just free fall.
Oh.
But 30 feet's pretty large on this map, really.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was just seeing if I could look from the other side.
Hmm.
Okay, so I just see down that far.
Yeah.
And it looks like it bends and curves again.
That it
Alright,
does.
I guess Zane, just tell us what you see.
Oh, we can always. Do you guys just want to follow him, or do you guys
I'm-
want to?
So I'm gonna go ahead and say, Zane, you see that the path ahead of you curves and bends to the left enough. Thinking it must be a sort of switchback curve. You don't think too much on it. But glancing behind you as you turn to report back to your team, you notice that the road is a road, but on the other side where you weren't seeing trees, it's not because it was just dark or because there were no trees there. It's because it's a cliff. There's nothing. Look to the
Are
other
you talking
side
about
of you.
in this spot right here?
Yeah, in all this other area opened up. When you look out that way, it is a sheer drop
Oh, damn.
down. There is nothing on the other side of that road.
Hmm.
Can I take a, since I'm right here, can I take a, do I have some kind of idea if I take a look down roughly about how high up we are?
Yeah, since you rolled high investigation checks twice, I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah. You look down and you say you guys are about. If you had to guess, just judging from the sheer length of it, you'd say you were probably 2 or 3 miles in the air.
Miles?
Um,
I go up to him and say, "Can I go over there
like
and
5,000 or 6,000 feet.
so can I go over there and go next to him and see this cliff or no?"
You
Yeah,
have no
yeah.
idea what's going on. I'm gonna walk back here, and
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind.
unless you guys
I
are
was
coming
gonna
out here,
Yeah.
or if you guys are coming out here, I'll stay here as you're walking in.
Yeah.
You might want to
Alright.
take a you might want to watch your step. It looks like we're pretty high up.
Yeah.
Alright, I take a rock and I throw it down. To
Yeah, I was
see
gonna
how-
suggest. That throw like a light or a torch or do whatever they count the seconds or whatever.
So you throw the rock and it pings off the sides, and falls. You'll lose sight of it. You don't see it
wow.
hit the ground.
That
Oh,
sounds pretty funny.
Let's not fall down, guys.
No,
Yeah, your guys' natural sight just can't. Since I
can't
mean,
see.
Kurote and Sal and even Wormlock you all three have very good sight,
And yet we can't see.
and you
Yeah.
guys are like, yeah, and even you guys are like, that's far.
Yeah,
That's far.
Yeah, I can only see 60 feet into the dark.
same.
Yeah, in a brightly lit, I would say you could see double that. And I mean, this is early morning, and the sky is clear. You would be able to see it like peak perfection right now. And it is sheer and massive. It gives you it makes all your hearts flutter for a second when you look over that edge, because if you fall, there's no ledge to catch.
Right.
Right. Alright, I guess we just
Does-
press on and keep following the path.
Yeah. Do we want to go get Larkin really quick?
Does anyone have it? I just look around to the other two. Does anyone happen to have any idea how we could have gotten up here?
No idea. Okay,
would it
what
be
would that
wisdom?
roll be?
Would it be wisdom?
Or intelligence? Well, not maybe not
To
intelligence.
figure out like how you got here.
Well, because I scored so high on my arcane, I would see if I could like.
I
tell
would
with wisdom.
because I would say all three of you, because you rolled so high on your initial checks on what you were looking into, and you all figured there was something unnatural about this place. I would give you all advantage.
All right.
On a. Let me check a sheet real quick. Let me see what I want to. What that should be. I'm gonna say an insight check, so it's a wisdom.
So just roll wisdom.
Or insight.
I mean, you can click no insight. I'm sorry.
Ah, here it is, insight.
Okay, let me pull back up my character again for insight.
Remember, you can always pop that window out, so you can don't have to keep bringing it up.
Wait, it's with advantage, right?
Yeah, but roll 20 automatically.
Oh, I
rolls
can pop
twice
it
for you.
out? Oh, sweet.
So
I can go ahead and put it
your
out
12
on the other
was your
screen.
advantage.
To pop it out, you hit the little button next
yeah,
to your
I see
name.
that. I have it popped out on my other screen now, so I can keep this up over here. Is insight, you said?
Yes, please. Just because you're going to try to look within to try to figure this out.
Yeah.
So
no.
yeah, Wormluck, you close your eyes and you think deeply, and your stomach grumbles. You're hungry.
Zane has the same.
You deep within yourself, and you're confused. You really get. You're just like, what is the sheer logic of trees, of the drop? It just, your mind is like freaking out right now. Kind of. You're like someone like for someone who feels like you should know these things. You feel like you're missing something, and it's bothering you, and it's just, you're not getting anything. You're at like a mental block almost. Zarin is like, this guy's, trying to do
Yeah.
it.
And
He's looking
then,
deep with himself, and he's thinking, and he's going, what circumstances could have led four strangers to end up on a mountaintop in a perfect clearing, an area like this with no memory? And he's thinking, and he's thinking, and he's pacing, hand on his chin, deep in thought. An idea comes to him, and it seems wild. And he turns to the others. No, I'm not going to direct that for you. I'm sorry.
all right.
As you're walking, you think, you can lead these circumstances, and you're trying to be logical about it. You're trying to use all of your arcane knowledge, and you're thinking, and you go, the only thing that could do this, full member magic realm. An elemental, a dragon potentially. Thinking, maybe some kind of cult maybe potentially. But why you four? Is this a sick game? Is this an adventure
I'm back.
designed to? Oh, welcome back, Major.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
No problem. It
Oh,
happens to the best of us.
we all fell off a cliff and died.
Yeah,
Feels
TPK.
bad, man.
you rolled a nat 1 on trying to pull us up.
Yeah. Dwarf
Well,
failed
feels
on his
bad,
rock
man.
climbing. It was horrible.
I can't believe you've done this, considering we live literally inside of mountain.
We did do an investigation check on your behalf to look down this right-hand path first. Within himself, and found his holy symbol and remembered his paladin promise, and he felt a righteous power and calming mentality wash over him. Then immediately looked down that right path and rolled a 9 on that investigation check and went,
If
"Holy
only
shit, that
I
is dark.
had
I don't know what's down there."
advantage.
And then everyone else went and looked down and found out that you guys are really high in the air, like bottom almost.
Right.
We are essentially at the
and
top
we-
of a mountain.
Yes, exactly.
were-
You guys are at the top of a mountain, and Sal was just having a wonderful insight moment into the fact that some cult or dragon or elemental or magical creature of great power had to have worked to create this place. Have all
Alright.
either been a traveling group together, or a bunch of adventurers, or a
Right.
heroes or something, and you got caught by this monster, or you were or something devious has happened.
Alright.
Okay,
What
so
and
just
how exactly?
to retcon a little bit. Larkin wouldn't have directly said "I told you so," but he would have said in a much politer way. That's what I've basically that's what I've been saying. Something is amiss here.
We never said I told you so. So
Yeah.
So yeah. Sal has that insight. Sal, this all just
I'm gonna-
you just kind of had a light bulb moment. You just
Finger snapped. Yes.
E.
Yeah. I'm going to relay this insight to the rest of the group.
Just for GP, so that I'm on par with everyone else.
Mhm.
I rolled the insight too.
okay.
So we at the moment here, we have no idea how we got up here. This is all in character. We really have two. We really have two options right now. There's two paths in front of us. Maybe if we're lucky, one of them might have a way down the mountain, possibly.
Yeah.
We see this one's curving around. Did you guys see anything on the other path when you looked down it?
It curved to the right, didn't it?
Right.
You said
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
And
wasn't like a straight curve.
no. And then there were some trees in the way that seemed oddly placed. So, right?
Yes, you saw that it had there was an immediate bend, but after that it was straight, and the trees were just oddly placed as far as you could tell from the angle you were looking at.
Right.
Especially compared to everything else that we've seen since we've been out.
So while he's relaying that information, Larkin is having this insight that along the same line that something devious must have placed you here. The only reason that he would be with a group of strangers like these is that they were either working together or were a band of some sort, a team of some sort. Knowing him, just feeling this confidence in his in his oath, in that direction, even without his memories, he feels this confidence in who he in his principles, essentially.
And
He would be
Larkin,
traveling with a team, and Devious must have gotten them there, and he knows the best way to get through this is by working in as quickly and efficiently as possible, solving this problem and getting their
Yeah.
memories back.
Well, if it's okay
Larkin would also,
to move
at
forward.
this time, he would also feel that he has something dangling around his neck, and he would pull it out to see what it is, and it would reveal the symbol of Pharasma, the almost nautilus appearing seashell that is her symbol, and would pretty much immediately. I mean, do you want me to roll insight? I feel like he would just know that, even though he doesn't really remember much.
Yeah, I'll give that. It's your paladin. It's your religion. It's your everything. So yeah, you would see that in not knowing how you know it. You would know what it is, and you would know what it means to you. It doesn't help you any remembering your past, but you understand that item, and you understand its sentiment and its meaning and value, and you understand it. It helps explains the things that you know you can do. It helps kind of put you in center, but you still are confused how these people are with you and you know how you got here and such. But other than that, you feel a deeper alignment with yourself. And
in that same vein, I would feel the amulet. Sal would feel the amulet around his neck as well, which is his spellcasting focus or his arcane focus, and also to his god as well, the symbol to his deity as well.
And with those items, you know, you guys and with their and came after those great insights, and you almost feel a warmth leaving you, as if a hand briefly touched your back. It was again reminding you.
Okay, I'm starting to wonder where these paths are actually going. So I'm going to take my staff that I had when I woke up, and I'm going to walk down here so I can stay in sight of everyone, but so I can look around that corner.
Being the guy that is in a lot of armor, Larkin would use his small body to just finagle through and let the Foxman lead, because he probably has the best eyes in the party.
Yeah.
And I would sit here ready and to protect the other two guys. I mean, I know that one of them seems like that they can handle themselves in a physical fight, but still.
It's your duty.
Duty.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, yeah, because you're doing that, I'm going to put my great sword back on my back and follow Lakin or Larkin.
I'm gonna put my quarterstaff on my back and just get all my gear tidied away that I had on me, and follow as well.
Of your path. Okay. So, Karote, are you going to stop and try to look ahead, or are you just kind of going to go start walking? And
I was gonna look down the path. I see it bends to the left there, so I was just gonna see how far I can see straight out before moving forward anymore.
Reveal part of the map.
Wouldn't it be another?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Kind of wish I had a cartographer's map.
Ooh, okay. The
Feels
path
like we're
is going to. It's still going more to the left. It seems to be at a slight curve.
Can I look over the edge, or is the tree line in the way?
The trees are neck to neck. They're right against each other. It is. You can barely fit your hands around them.
It's just. I guess I would have to roll perception for it, but like, I feel like we're going up higher and higher when we're going around. Is there any way to roll for that?
That would probably be another insight check.
Or even investigation.
Yeah, or investigation. It's one of the two. It's really a DM decision.
Well, because he's trying to detect the elevation, though, I'm torn between insight and nature. Just because...
I could roll both.
Nah.
You know what? No, I don't need both. It's fine. Go ahead and roll insight, because it's going to be your insight into, the tree line and the ground and the light and things like that. And because that's going to be easier. A 15. So you look and You're not sure.
Alright.
You are too. The curve going up higher. You feel like you might be. You're not sure. If someone asked you to swear,
Yeah.
wouldn't you couldn't be confident about it.
It's like that illusion staircase where if you go down one, you end up at the flight above.
Yeah.
Or if you go up, you end up at the flight below.
Right.
So 30 feet would be there.
Interesting thought.
No, that's an actual thing. It's pretty cool.
I know.
The Escher staircase.
I want to satisfy my curiosity. I'm getting an uncomfortable suspicion that I want to try to see if there's any merit to. So I'm just going to move up to here just to see if this path curves again.
Do we see this part right here? This part right here looks like it could be leading somewhere.
Yeah.
Can we look at? Well, would we roll like insight or investigation to see if that goes anywhere?
You can. I'm gonna say that it kind of just leads to more trees in the background. It looks like they're just a forest out to the back. So it doesn't look like it's a full cliff. It just looks like there's a weird bend off that's a cliff, and that it there's when you look to the right, but you could see that there was trees to the other side of the ring. Like it was very odd. But it looks like that you're surrounded by a very densely packed forest. It almost feels like this was grown
uneven
on purpose.
Okay, well,
Uneven because I can't draw.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Kurote, you move forward. Anybody else gonna run up to where he is, or are you guys gonna keep hanging back?
No, I'm not gonna. Larkin wouldn't pay any attention to it. He would just follow the Foxman to try and keep him safe in case anything happened, because he's frailer than himself, the Dragon Man.
Kurote,
I'm just gonna.
You're kind of in the tree line there. So I'm just
I
gonna
didn't
adjust
know
you
where
to...
to really put it. And just
No,
for
you're
the
fine.
record, so everyone knows, he was looking like a Foxman in the beginning, but now with his illusion magic, unless you decide to look through it, he does look like a normal human.
Yeah, but I mean that's
he
would remember that you were a fox.
Yeah, I'm just saying
That's
for the
only
record.
reason I'm saying that, and he would probably refer to you, unless we've already exchanged names in character, that he would refer to you as Foxman.
Yeah, and
in a totally casual, non-derogatory way.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I am going to point that out, that to this point, you all have realized your own names, but not one of you has said a thing about it. So you all think you're just strangers. You're just probably going in the most generic terms reference to each other. But feel free to actually talk more amongst yourselves in that fashion.
Well,
I'm going to be third person, but you guys can feel free to get in character.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, I think we're more interested in finding where we're going, instead of
if we get to a point, Larkin wouldn't say his name directly, he would just assure that he's here to protect to protect everyone else. And then after, if there was a time where the circumstances were a little more mellow, let's say we had to take a short rest to heal up a little bit, then he would introduce himself while they were resting.
Gotcha. All right, just
unless other people would introduce themselves, because he is fairly reserved. He's very benevolent and very kind, but he is reserved in everything that he does.
Right. Well, so given that, I've realized that we haven't. I guess we've all realized we haven't really said our names or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see his behavior, don't I? The way he seems to be wanting to be between us and whatever else might be coming.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you naturally are watching this. I mean, he's not being. He's not being.
Can I?
Yeah. So I'll go up to him and I'll go up to him and say
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, Alright, so I was going to move Remlock forward to pass Larkin.
Okay. was-
Larkin wouldn't let you through unless you wanted to make like a strength check to like push him out of the way.
Alright, I'll do that.
I'm gonna also after that I'm gonna talk with you and say that it might be like, although we don't know each other's names and all that, it might be a good idea to have at least code names in case we run into something, so we can say, hey, blah blah blah, do this.
Not bad.
Great idea. I'm gonna hold you on that for a second
what is-
so they can do this little pissing contest.
It would be opposing strength checks.
Yeah, so you
Okay,
just roll your strength as well.
I've rolled pretty badly for the most part tonight. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I'ma just move
He
past
was so worried about just like trying to focus ahead that you just kind of
Yeah.
pushed him out, took him completely off guard, and he was like, "Really, man? Okay, whatever."
Would it be all right if I do make a perception check?
If you want to make any kind of checks, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say, feel free to make
Yeah.
a check and just let me
Okay.
know what you wanted to make
Okay.
it for.
What I'm going to be doing after, because I've moved up a sufficient amount in this path, I've been following this path, getting the more of a sneaking suspicion. I want to roll a perception because I've got a feeling, since we woke up out here in the middle of nowhere with a cliff on that one end, and we're going, the other guys said the other path we didn't travel went to the right, and this one just keeps bending to the left. I've got a feeling we're going in a big circle.
Mm.
Nat 20.
Man, stop rolling that 20s. Darn it.
Don't worry, when we
Save
get into
those for the fight.
when we get into combat, I'll be, if I have to ever make a roll, I'll be rolling like 2s and 3s. But
Yeah.
I get a feeling that we are moving just in a big circle, and when we get to the end of this path, we're going to be back at that campfire.
Well, at least we're doing, and I'll say at least we're doing something instead of just sitting there.
We're learning the location and everything around
Yeah.
it too.
And so yeah, but like I said, I'll talk with them and say we should at least have code names, and I'll say something simple like Z for the moment, just a single one-letter thing to call me by.
Larkin will have no qualms about introducing himself. He just says his first name. He doesn't say his last name because that's not his prime directive. He hears you and he just kind of absent-mindedly just says, "My name is Larkin. I'm here to help."
All right.
I say it in Draconic and in Common that my name is Remlock, and then I
Alright.
just go back quiet.
And I guess yeah. All right, that works.
So it said I'm just trying to make a quick question. It said with the languages that I had, so would the language of the Kitsune be Sylvan, because it's one of the languages that I understand?
Yeah.
Okay, well
You know,
then,
like my like common tongue, my natural tongue is Dwarvish.
Yeah.
yeah,
Obviously, I'm a dwarf.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
my-
luckily, I understand Sylvan, so that's a thing.
Yeah, my character's natural language would be Sylvan, and he hasn't been in this world for more than a couple years, so he wouldn't know too much Common, but enough to get by.
Right.
Does anybody else speak Draconic?
Nope. I
Nope.
speak Undercommon.
I understand Draconic because I picked it because of my background, the Sage background, I was able to pick 2 additional languages.
Yeah.
I just wasn't able to put them on my sheet for whatever reason. I was having difficulty with the proficiencies in languages section.
Alright.
So I can just let it be known that my character knows Elven, Sylvan, Draconic, and Common.
All right. All right. So
Anyway.
are we? Yeah. So you rolled your perception there,
Yeah.
and did we get a response to that roll?
Was I muted? Oh, no one of you guys can hear me. yeah. So you roll the 26 for the perception. So that's great. So yeah, you you look and it looks like you guys are probably heading in a circle. Yeah. You don't know why you're heading in a circle this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Continue forward. Do you want to go back?
Keep in mind that you're the only one that feels this, because
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I'm just gonna turn around and say, this. I'm not sure if you guys realize this, but we're going in a big circle.
That makes sense. I saw the other path curving the other.
Which I say that it probably means that if we keep going this way, that we might find another path going straight.
It's better than going back the way we came.
Yeah.
If we can't do that, then we're just gonna have to jump from the cliff.
Yeah, that wouldn't have a good ending.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have that one. Yeah.
So who
Yep,
was
that won't work.
who was the one other person in the party that spoke Sylvan?
Sal spoke.
Okay.
Sal spoke Sylvan, and Zane spoke it right.
This is Zane.
Yeah. Yeah. So Fuzzy spoke Sylvan as well.
Okay, so Ozzy's the one that speaks Sylvan, so Sal it was.
So as seeing that the party is kind of
Okay.
stationary while we're talking, Larkin would move ahead to about here and try to see ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And Grimlock would just follow him because that's what he was planning on doing.
Yeah. All right.
Oh
Let
man,
me
sorry.
move
I had to
up
mute
behind
for
you
allergies.
guys.
All right.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, so Larkin would remember the fire, and he would continue on forward through this path without kind of like he would be searching just in case there's like a trap or a trick. I will roll perception just for this, unless you want me to roll something else, to make sure that there's not a trick to this or a trap, but he has a hunch of something that could possibly get them out, but he's not gonna share it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be wrong and then be held accountable for being wrong.
Yeah.
Since everyone else has basically introduced themselves, I'm gonna stay with the party and say in both Common and Sylvan that you guys, my name's Kirote, but you guys can call me Kiro.
Yeah. I nod to him.
And Larkin would hold put his hand up in the air to show acknowledgement, but he would continue walking forward.
I would respond by saying hello in Sylvan.
And then if Larkin sees nothing out of the ordinary, he would continue back to the campfire.
Alright, Grimlock's gonna stay silent and just follow Larkin.
Yeah.
The only thing Larkin notices is that if as he steps forward and goes to step into the clearing, an odd feeling of deja vu almost. He stumbles almost for a second, and his vision kind of splits, and he sees two fire pits for a second and two clearings. But then he goes back to being normal. Something about the path feels off. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
What's wrong? What happened?
I guess Larkin would speak up. I'm feeling super deja vu about this. I just when I rounded this corner for a second, I saw 2 clearings and 2 campfires. Whatever is keeping us here is keeping us here by magical means.
Sounds like there is magic at work here.
Yeah.
Remlock nods and he's like, I felt something when I touched that tree.
Well, if that's the case, if need be, I don't know if it'll be much help, but I can detect magic, or I can use an enchantment or a spell to detect these types of things.
Larkin would go over to the.
I can do that as well.
We have to wait for Giraffe to get back, but Larkin would come back and use his oath spell, detect magic, on the campfire. So we can just take a little mini break, I guess.
Yeah, plus, detect magic actually gives you essentially a 30-foot cone in front of you of any magic going on according to the spell.
Yes, but he's literally like sitting down in front of the smoldering campfire. And
is it a cone? I thought it was a 30-foot radius.
30-foot radius?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius.
Okay, I misread that.
But he's sitting down, and he would slowly the casters in the party would immediately know what he's casting. So you guys would probably just let him cast this.
Alright, well, you're doing that, Runlock's just gonna take a seat, take his sword out, and start meditating.
You know what? I'm gonna talk to you guys and say, do you guys want to leave something behind here? A simple trinket, something we won't miss, and do the circle again to see if it's still here when we get back?
Larkin, while he's starting, like, drawing the runes and stuff, he would say, I don't have anything behind that I can leave. I already carry heavy enough items. I don't have much room for much else. And at this time, you would probably notice that he has a giant warhammer back.
Then I'll say I might have something that we could leave behind. Something simple. And I pull out I have an ink pen, a bottle of ink, and 10 sheets of parchment. If we could find a rock, I could leave it, take one of those sheets of parchment, write something on it, and put it under the rock by the fire pit.
And Larkin would reply, just let me check this first, and if nothing checks out, then you can go ahead and do that. And it's and detect magic is the 15-minute cast, so.
So we got time. Well,
so we have you guys have time to talk, but now that he's to chant the incantation, you're not gonna get anything from Larkin.
I also suggest to the other two then, if we have if either of you has a dagger or something, we could try cutting into one of these trees at the entrance to the path to the right.
What's the one you have?
I have a great sword.
Yeah, basically just leaving a mark behind in this clearing and coming back to see if it's still there.
Tree.
Okay.
So I go up to this tree. And
do we want to wait till
Yeah, I would say take a short bathroom break until he gets back.
Okay.
He's back.
Sorry, I'm dealing with a small emergency. What did you guys decide to do?
Okay, so Larkin is casting detect magic. There are 3 stages to detect magic. I don't remember what they are. I think the first one tells me what school of magic it is. The second one tells me, the first one tells me the aura. The second one tells me the school of magic. It's a 30-foot radius, and then the third casting, which is the full 15-minute casting.
Gaslight and atomic are both up until 10.
You can always just post it in chat there, the spell itself.
Yeah,
Gaslight and atomic are both up
I
until
don't
10.
actually have the spell in my sheets. I just remember how
4
it
miles away.
Okay, here I have it in my sheet. I'm not going to be using it. I'm just going to be using it, posting it so you can see what it says.
Yeah. And there you go. Yep.
Alright, well, he's doing that. Rumlock's gonna go over to
Okay,
the
so it's
tree.
10 minutes, not
Yeah.
15 minutes. My apologies.
Yeah, and I've been making suggestions that we either leave, like, since I have a pen, or an ink pen, a bottle of ink, and some parchment, I can leave a note under a rock by the fire pit, or we could make a mark on a tree and try and run the circle again to see if anything changes when we get back.
And Larkin is specifically focusing on the campfire, but is not, like, he's not ignoring everything else if there is an aura of magic somewhere else.
Alright, well, Rumlock's gonna take his greatsword and he's gonna take a swing at the tree and put a deep notch into the tree, very visible notch, and then he's gonna walk up to Sal and is like, "Will that work?"
Yeah, that'll work.
And then he sits back down.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take out my ink, my pen, and one of my parchments, and I'm gonna leave a note.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys do that. I'm
And
sorry.
I'm gonna put it under one of the rocks.
Okay. So, all right. So you leave your note. He puts his notch in the tree. You cast detect magic. You detect that there is, detect abjuration, energy, as well as elemental energy in a weirdly close but weirdly far at the same time. You sense.
Well,
you
you
sense
guys
a stronger. You sense a stronger sense of magic to the left, and not weak, but a non,
A feint?
almost a natural illusion spell to the right. The left is a weave of magic you can feel, almost like a dimension door.
I would.
Real quick though,
Alright.
do anything else, guys? I'm sorry, I have to deal with this real quick. I'm very sorry. I've got to go deal with this. I'll be back in like 25 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Okay, we'll be here, no problem.
No, you're.
Yeah.
So Larkin.
Just figure out your plan, and then if you need to take a break or something, go ahead and do that. And then when I get back, we'll just plow through this and get this moving.
Okay.
I'm very sorry, guys. I'll be
Okay,
right back.
people of the stream, we're going to be doing a mild intermission. We'll be continuing as soon as Giraffe gets back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys want to take a break right now, but Larkin would share the information that he got from his detect magic spell to the entire party, and would recommend that someone investigates to the north, and he would go investigate to the south. I know we can't really do anything until Giraffe gets here, but
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was about to ask Larkin if he was wanting to split up the party.
Yeah, which I would
Larkin-
disagree. I would disagree with personally.
Larkin, he didn't say to split up. He said to just investigate certain areas. If that means someone casting another detect magic, that's fine. But he would say that he feels using that spell doesn't bear anything on him.
Okay, so he said he's
Like,
going to
it
be gone
doesn't-
for
it
like
doesn't
20
sap
minutes.
any energy from him.
I'm going to keep this.
Yeah, he said-
I'm going to keep the stream going. I'm going to go take care of something. I'll leave the stream going, but you guys can keep talking. I'll probably be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Same. I'll head off then.
Yeah, I just don't have
get something.
I just don't have an intermission screen for this right now. We'll work on
No,
that.
that's fine.
I'll work on putting something together for the full run, for the full campaigns, for when we go on intermissions.
I could send you my really crappy one, like right now,
No, it's
that I use for my streams.
What is it? Do.
No, it's not. It's not an intermission sound. It's just an intermission graphic.
All right. Well,
Anyways, I'm gonna go back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories until we get back on this.
wait. The PlayStation 1 version, or is that no? That's
The
yeah, that's-
PlayStation 1 version.
Motherfucker.
No, okay. So I will link you guys a website because I'm playing it on a website right now.
I'm pretty sure you're playing it on like an
Yeah, because I do have the original version or the US release version game.
I'm
have to-
actually my next paycheck. I'm buying a $40 PlayStation 1 set. Comes with Crash 1, Spyro 1, one of the Tony Hawk games.
one of the good Tony Hawk games.
One of the Tony Hawk games. It comes with something else that's like dish in like Origin, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories as the final.
Oh
piece.
my god, you go Forbidden Memories. Don't even get me started, dude.
Dude, that game is so good. I'm pasting it in chat. All you guys have to do is click that link, and you guys can play.
You're
It's a
talking
little
to a
slow.
guy who I still play my PS1.
Dude,
I-
my PS1 got lost like 4 years ago, and I'm heartbroken about it.
My way back when my parents sold that one, the PS1. Forgot.
Yeah.
I gave it away.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm pretty
still
sure.
pissed about that.
I'm pretty sure my parents sold my PS1.
Okay, I
It
still
just
have
disappeared one day.
I have my PS1, but my PS2 got sold, and then my GameCube got sold too, so I had to buy another one of those.
Dude, I'm so sad, bro. My N64. Well,
Oh,
it wasn't
God.
really mine. It was my cousin, and
Mhm.
I would just play the ever living crap out of Pokemon Stadium and
Of course
Mario
you would.
64.
Pokemon Stadium was one of those games I had for GameCube, so I was all over that.
But,
Pokemon
like-
Stadium never came out for
Oh
you
no,
could
I
get
was thinking
Pokemon
of
Coliseum.
Coliseum.
Team-
Yeah,
Yeah, Coliseum. Dude, I have XD. I have XD and a GameCube.
Dude, I have the GameCube with the XD sticker on it.
Dude, same.
Nice.
But,
I have the
yeah,
original I have the original I think it was the Super Smash Bros. From
Nice.
Or 64.
from the 64. Yeah.
Ah, alright.
I,
Oh no, I want to put my Dragon Zombie back in. I done goofed.
and I think that one came with the Pokemon card with it because I have an old Pokemon card I never opened, like a Porygon that came with one of those
shit,
sets.
Yeah. I have a old Pikachu, like the old holographic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will be right back.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm hosting a competitive Pokemon League, and my friend was facing the most disgusting stall team I've ever come across, and I'm pretty sure he just win, because typically people who post the battle replays are the ones that win, and he posted the replay.
Mm.
How did you beat Stall? Stall is the most disgusting crap in League format.
Is this like a card game or actual game?
No, it's so if you heard of the website Pokemon Showdown,
Yep.
Mhm.
yeah, it's we use Pokemon Showdown as like our base,
Mm.
for the league, but it's the actual video game. It's just not in like Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Right, I know. Did you get the re-releases of the Gen 2 Virtual Consoles yet? Gold?
Not yet. But gold is on my list of next purchases. Like I said, the PS1 bundle is priority number one because I don't know how long that's going to be on not on Amazon, on eBay.
It'll be gone by next week.
It will.
Yeah, probably. And luckily, I'm pretty sure I got paid today, but I have to set up my direct deposit, so that's what I'm gonna do when I go to work tomorrow.
That was like first freaking day I brought my when I was filling out my paperwork, I was like, here, have this check. I need direct deposit.
Well, I mean,
Mm.
it's because I'm only a seasonal. My manager wasn't entirely sure if I could, if I had the ability to get direct deposit, because that wasn't the case in the past, but it's been a nightmare trying to get me specifically to get paid. I don't know what happened in their system, but they physically cannot find me in the system.
It's a combination of it being, you work at Hot Topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has the combination of your bank, whatever you bank with, and Hot Topic itself is the issue.
Well, no. I'm not talking about direct deposit right now. I'm talking about because I have a pay card that
Yeah.
they tried to set up. They tried to set up, and I physically cannot set up this pay card because every time I try to set it up, it's just it literally just tells me your information is wrong, and I'm like, what do you mean it's wrong?
Yeah, that's definitely Hot Topic in their HR.
Yeah. Well, I'll be back.
Alright.
Alright, take care. I'll see you in a bit. I'm just playing this Forbidden Memories. Yeah, dude. Freaking tabletop games are great.
They are. I mean, this is my first one, so I was a little nervous, but I think I'm giving my character justice. I was kind of a dick, though.
I mean, it's alright. I mean, just try to like the biggest thing as pointers is A, know your character, B, don't what am I looking for? Just don't be that toxic player that has to do everything. Like if someone in the party is clearly against an action that you're doing,
Yeah.
unless you're best friends with this character, don't be a dick and be like, "Well, I'm doing it anyway."
Well, I was talking more about me pushing Larkin out of the way.
Oh yeah, I mean it's whatever. Larkin he literally would have thought nothing. Like he would have been like, "Man, come on! I'm trying to protect you. Let the man with the shield and the giant plate armor protect you." But whatever.
But that's not my character's role, though. That's not what he likes to do. He copied. He's very copied.
That's fair. Yes, twin-headed thunder dragon. Let's go. Speedrun strats.
I want to see someone speedrun through Yu-Gi-Oh!
They have. They've speedrun. They speedrun through it. Spike Vegeta just a few days ago did a speedrun, a long ass speedrun. He didn't complete the game, but he speedrun Forbidden Memories, and it was pretty great. I love this game so much, and I never actually had it for PlayStation 1, which is the funny thing.
Dude, I had almost every game known to man on PlayStation 1, and then they got fucking sold. So all I have is the console without any of the cords and the disc reader. That's broke too. So I'm just holding on to a broken console.
Rip. Feels bad, man.
I don't care because it looks cool. Because it's the old style PlayStation 1, not the fat one. And it just sits on my shelf by my other old consoles. And it's nice.
Nice. Yeah, I need to. I had to. There was a brief period of time where I had to move out of my parents' house, and I had to move all of my technology, and it's still in, most of it is still in my trunk, and I need to bring it back inside. It's just in my room's already a giant disaster, and I need to clean it.
Oh,
mine's I'm gonna wait.
Excuse me. Mine's no better.
I have trash and papers and shit everywhere. College, because of being a music major and writing stuff.
But I just have a lot of fucking boxes because I buy a lot of collector's edition shit.
That's fair. Come on, let me draw a thunder. Quit drawing me booty.
Thundercats, ho!
Thunder. God,
I feel so old when people talk about those type of shows, but I don't know. I'm not.
I mean, they had a reboot in like 2008 that died after like 4 seasons,
Well,
but
because
still,
it wasn't good.
it was meh.
Like
I mean,
said,
let's be honest. Nothing can beat, like, it's really hard to compete against shows like Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or Bleach or Sailor Moon.
actually, the Bleach has so much hate.
I don't hate Bleach. I just
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
it's your
It's not the
typical
best.
shonen. So if you're not into like typical shonen, it's not something for.
But like, not personally one of my favorite cartoons as a kid, and this is getting out of the
Hey,
anime
did I
realm
miss
of stuff.
anything?
Nope, just talking anime.
Okay,
No!
well, just so
He
you guys,
summoned a beast called Dragon. You cheater!
just so you guys know, we've been live the whole time. I'm not. It would cause more trouble to cut the stream part way in and then start a new stream. So hopefully you guys didn't say anything too bad.
No, you're fine. But anyways, like my favorite like legit cartoons as a kid were Dexter's Lab, Ed, Ed and Eddie, and then the X-Men animated series, and then the piece de resistance for me as a kid was
Animated
Gargoyles.
Oh my god, gargoyles! Don't even get me started.
Dude, that. Thank you. You understand.
Up until season 3.
I don't know. I'm like the biggest Gargoyles fan you'll ever meet.
I'm about to break your reality. I never watched a single episode of Gargoyles.
Bro, you have to. You have to. It's
Dude,
so good.
That was my child. But then again, we're the same. We're the
Dude,
same age, though.
That theme, yeah, we are. We also have the same name, ironically.
Yeah.
But like legit, that theme is one of the most iconic themes.
I mean, frick, I remember.
Like even without the like nostalgia stuff, like I still watch Batman Beyond sometimes because nostalgia is crazy.
How about Batman the animated series?
I never watched that. I watched Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond was good too.
So is Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
Oh yeah, Justice League.
Oh
The
my god,
Justice League cartoon.
no.
What about Young Justice?
Even better than Justice League. Teen Titans.
Yes.
Original Teen Titans.
Yes. Original.
I didn't
Teen
say
Titans.
go. I did not say go.
Yeah.
Dude, they made
Go.
an episode. They made an episode of Go, and it was like in the old style, and they were making fun of the style, and it was so not cool. It was like the biggest dick move.
Yeah, they did a episode where they were talking about how the series was rebooted and they wanted to do reboots and how the fans didn't like how it was all toilet humor or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, it was okay. It wasn't directed to the people that grew up watching it. It was directed to the 8-year-old kids. So.
Mm-hmm. But like legit, every time any of the movies come out on Cartoon Network, you bet my and your bottom dollar that I'm watching that without any hesitation in the world.
Then there was all the WB stuff like
Oh yeah.
Shaolin Showdown.
Oh, Shaolin Showdown,
that's
that.
a
I
good
remember
show
that one.
too. Changing chopsticks.
Then you have 2003's Turtles.
Oh yeah, Turtles.
The old Turtles movies or TV series.
You guys
the
remember?
early-
You watched the Turtles movies from the TV.
Are we just doing freaking Cartoon Network or any old cartoons?
Any old cartoon, because like legit, I'll tell you right now, Danny Phantom was also my.
You're reading
Oh
my
my God,
mind. I was
yes.
about to say Danny Phantom.
Drake the Dragon or whatever. That was.
American
Yeah.
Dragon Jake Long.
American Dragon.
First season was good. Second season, no.
It was okay.
I
No,
need
I have
to
a
draw, like,
that
the
I have a complaint about the art style.
Well, of course.
The art style was garbage in the second season, not just because they decided to go a different direction, but think about it this way.
Their whole entire team got changed out.
No,
I need to draw Regeki.
it did not make sense. They changed the art design in a way that contradicted what the style was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But then again, it wasn't all on them because their development team changed too.
Yeah. Oh, who here remembers whatever happened to Robot Jones?
I never saw that.
Oh
Yo.
my god.
Okay, so I know it died relatively soon, but
Class
Class of 3000.
oh, I wasn't talking about that, but that's a good one
Nah,
too.
nah, 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 nah,
No,
nah.
I was talking about the reboot of Symbionic Titan.
Oh, the reboot of Symbiotic Titan.
I never even knew that happened.
Dude, yeah, it's so good. You can find it on like I'm pretty sure you can find it still in Cartoon Network's archives.
Hey, what
had,
about Foster's Home for
Megas
Imaginary
XL.
Friends?
Oh, that was a. I liked that show the first 2 seasons, and then it kind of died for
My
me.
Gym Partner's a Monkey.
Hated that one.
I loved that one.
Okay, so the first season of that was also good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I hated that. I hated Camp Lazlo.
Camp Lazlo is funny.
Oh, I remember that show. That show was funny.
And
It was
Lazlo
funny,
was
but-
his name. Oh, yodeling.
The last few seasons got a little weird.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. What's another good show?
Code
Courage the
Lyoko.
Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly
no,
Dog was
okay,
freaking
okay.
disturbing.
Dude, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I liked that show at first, and then I like started to get old, and I'm like, wow, this is actually really creepy.
That
that's
I'm still messed up by one of the
Can I draw
episodes.
Okay, I just won the game, guys. I drew a
Okay.
thunder.
Hey, what
Yeah,
about what about Misadventures of Flapjack?
I hated that one.
Oh,
I felt okay.
I loved
after-
that
when
one.
I grew up. Okay, after I
Freaking
grew
Captain
up and I watched it
Knuckles.
again, I was like, "This is for people that are on ass."
It
yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
What about Code Lyoko?
Code Lyoko was
Oh my God,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
I would come home from school, run to the TV, and turn on to see Code Lyoko because I loved that
Bro,
so much.
Bro, 100%, while we're talking about that, low-key one of the most underrated cartoons. Totally
Agreed.
Spies.
I will agree with that.
Oh,
Totally
we're
Spies is
we're skipping over
100%
one of the
a
greatest
really good-
cartoons of the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s.
These are some like great ass
No,
throwbacks.
are you ready? Are you ready for this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm about to drop a big one on you. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, no. Oh, you could always tweak that just a little bit
that
and say,
show-
The Evil Adventures of Hector Concarne or whatever it
No,
was.
Billy and Mandy was an
Wait,
amazing
I
show.
forget what it's called. I forget what it was called, but it was like the Mexican, like it was lucha libre, like little
Oh,
kids and
yeah.
they were lucha libres.
Mucha Lucha.
Mucha Lucha.
Yes.
Mucha Lucha.
Mucha
Mucha lucha.
Yeah.
Hey, what about
Oh my
Chowder?
No.
Chowder was good for the
Chowder was
first couple of
good.
seasons.
Chowder
Wait.
was good until the relationship started type stuff, and then
Wait. Generator Rex.
Yes.
If
That
we're on
ran
that,
for
then
3 years.
What about Megas XLR?
I never watched
Oh
that.
man.
I never watched that.
You
I've
guys,
watched-
it's on.
Hey,
It's
you want
on YouTube.
you want
You
some
should
more?
watch. You definitely should watch it.
You want some more classic Cartoon Network while we wait for Giraffe?
What codename Kids Next
Code-
Codename
yes.
Kids Next Door. Yes. I had a different
Yes.
I had a different one in mind,
OG
but Codename
Powerpuff
Kids
Girls.
Next Door was amazing.
Oh, OG Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Ed, and Eddie.
Oh, that too.
No. Hang on. I'm about to blow your minds.
Johnny
Okay.
Bravo.
That too.
That too.
Do any of you
But-
remember the Secret
But
Saturdays?
Hang on.
Oh,
hang
Secret
on.
Saturdays, yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack.
Never
Okay.
watched
Duh,
it.
duh.
Well, season 5 was okay, I guess.
Oh wait.
I never watched it all the way through.
I got another one. OG Ben 10.
No, I don't
Nah.
like. I like Alien Force.
I liked the second one, whatever the hell that was called.
The
Right,
art
Alien
style
Force.
got
Yeah.
shittier as it went on.
No, the second season where he was like a year older or 2 years older, and Gwen was a couple years older as well.
No, they were like juniors in high school.
Yeah.
From
Isn't that the one
being
with
like
Kevin?
10 years old. Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, Kevin was in the first one, but he wasn't like a. In the first one, he was like a super alien.
you know who else we're forgetting? We're forgetting
Who?
a kid with fiery hair and a turbocharged backpack.
Yes.
His genius sisters used him like a
The
lab rat.
memes.
Johnny
are alive.
Test.
The
I
memes are
didn't
alive.
like
Okay,
that one.
alright, I'm gonna throw back with an old one. Cow and chicken.
Yes,
Mm.
that one was good.
I only saw a couple episodes of that, but it was good from what I remember.
I mean, the old.
I just didn't really watch a bunch of anything. A bunch of that's a
Well,
bunch of that.
at the
as a
same
kid.
time, we can't really mention cartoons without bringing up
Ren and Stimpy.
SpongeBob.
Yeah. Ren and Stimpy.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No,
Oh,
stop.
No.
Avoid it. Nope. Run
They
away.
had- They
Run
had-
away.
SpongeBob was OG SpongeBob. The early stuff was really good.
I will give it
Dude.
one. I will give it one episode, and that was Band Geeks.
Band Geeks.
I
What
like
about
the
the hash
one-
slinging slasher?
I don't
The
know.
lights will flicker on and off, but there will be nobody there.
I just never was a huge fan of SpongeBob. Like I was as a kid, obviously, but like as I grew up, I was like, man, this is like a really stupid ass show, and it's not funny
Hey.
anymore.
Rugrats.
Of
Yo,
course.
1,000 times yes.
I still have
Oh.
my Rugrats t-shirt.
Who here remembers Static Shock?
I remember Static
oh,
Shock.
Static Shock.
Yes. Yes.
And
All
it-
this nostalgia.
Dude, no. They're making a Static Shock
This
movie.
isn't even a D&D
Are they?
stream anymore.
Yes, they're legit making a Static Shock movie.
This
But
is
isn't it with
But
Jaden Smith?
we're missing one of the most influential of all time.
Hey
Missing
Arnold.
one of the most influential
Hey
of
Arnold.
all time. I didn't see that movie.
They made a
yet.
new movie recently about Hey
I know
Arnold.
they did. I know they did.
I haven't seen it.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last
we're
Airbender.
Avatar: The
forgetting-
Last Airbender.
We're forgetting something pretty crucial.
What?
Scooby Doo.
Oh, Scoobity
Oh, there you go,
Doobity.
yeah.
You can't go wrong with classic Scooby Doo.
Classic Hanna-Barbera right there. This isn't even a
Yeah.
D&D stream anymore. It's a nostalgic cartoon stream.
We're at least
Dude, but
mentioning
cartoons are
them.
Hey,
great. man.
do you guys no, that was a live action Nickelodeon thing. That wasn't even a cartoon. Wait.
I'm
Do
trying
you
to
guys
think of-
remember? Do any remember? It was a younger show, but it was still just as heartfelt and emotional. Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yes. That was my show as a kid. That and Zaboomafoo.
The
like
Goodbye
a little,
song.
like super little young me.
I do remember.
I've
I do
got-
remember Bear in the Big Blue House because I had siblings who watched it.
Oh, rip! Guess who just top decked Regeki to destroy his entirely full board?
Wait. I've got 3 more shows right here that need to be mentioned. The first one, I don't think if you guys know it, you're not gonna forget it. Do 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 do.
It's Doug.
Doug, can't forget Doug, the main man, Doug.
Yo.
Mhm.
I don't know
Alright,
if you were gonna.
guys.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
gonna mention it.
Guys, check Discord.
Yeah. I saw. I don't know if you were gonna mention it, but Recess.
Recess
Oh,
school's
recess
out.
school's out. Yes.
Recess was great.
Oh,
I don't
so
know.
I
would
see the
say-
message.
I would say stick around for maybe another half hour, and then if we don't hear anything,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
unfortunately we're gonna this one shot is gonna have to
A
become a
two-shot.
2-shot.
I don't.
A 2-shot.
We'll just
I
have to
don't really mind.
figure out. I don't mind. We'll just have to figure out where we're gonna pick it back
I mean,
up.
that gives everybody more time to get are used to roll 20 and stuff too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can always keep this as an archive of just so we know what's going on, what happened. Fairly
not much
Odd
happened
Parents.
anyways.
Not when they tried bringing it back, but the original.
Guess who just got his ability to get a third twin-headed thunder dragon?
Spamming that card. That spamming that card was hilarious back in the day.
Dude, that's literally all I'm doing is spamming twin-headed thunder dragons because speedrun strats.
Oh,
did any of you watch the old Total Drama series?
Total Drama Island, yes, I loved the original. The second one wasn't as good, but the third one was crap.
World Tour was amazing.
World Tour was good. Original was great, but then when they brought in the new cast for that third season, no.
Another new cast for the 5th season, the third season was good. I liked all the stuff with, I genuinely liked all the stuff with Mike and Zoe.
World Tour was season 3. Total Drama Action was season 2.
Yeah, World Tour was 3.
World Tour was 3. Season 2 was when they were on the movie stages.
Pachaku or whatever the hell it was called was a horrible decision.
No, but he had Revenge of the Island, which was Mike and Zoe.
Yeah.
And then he had All Stars, which was like a mixing of the two.
Yeah, All Stars was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Then
what was that one show? It was a bunch of teenagers. I can't remember.
16.
And then Pachaku, Sweet 16 was good too.
No, 16. It was just called 16.
Oh yeah, 16. That's what it was called. Yeah.
Pachaku was a train wreck. World Tour was pretty good.
Yeah.
Then he had
whatever the hell.
Race.
Yeah, Redonkulous Race was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Any of you guys?
Another one since we talked about 16, and it didn't last very long, but Stoked was actually really good.
Never saw it.
Yes.
I'm gonna go in with a really old one. Any of you guys remember Rocco's Modern Life?
Yeah. Yes. I was actually gonna say, do you guys remember Rocket Power?
Rocket Power, yes. Oh, I got another one. Who's in the Discord? Who's jumping in? Are people falling out and coming back in?
I fell out and came back in.
Yeah.
Dude. This is another slightly short-lived one. It had a decent run, but Invader Zim.
Of course.
Invader Zim didn't deserve to die.
No.
It didn't deserve to die, but I didn't see the hype about it, honestly.
It was good. It wasn't anything amazing.
It was a good show, but like you said, it wasn't anything amazing.
No. Alright, well, we're ignoring the biggest elephant in the room.
What?
Shrek.
What?
That's a movie, not a
Shrek
cartoon
is a movie.
series. It doesn't count.
Hey.
Well, Invader Zim had a movie, so...
Invader Zim was a running series.
That's like calling Pokemon a cartoon. It's an anime.
Oh, there's also
Real Monsters.
Saying, yes. If you catch, I never actually watched it, but apparently Spaceballs had a TV show.
Oh
What?
yeah, I remember that.
I never even saw that.
Have you at least seen Spaceballs?
Yes, I've seen Spaceballs. I just didn't see the I didn't even know there was a TV show.
Dora.
Stop.
Okay, stop now.
Stop.
Yeah.
This is where I cut off the line. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was after the time.
That was good when you were like 2, and then in middle school, in my middle school, I came from a really weird town. All the girls were like repeating Dora, and I was like, why? This is dumb. I like women as much as the next guy, but like, chill out. It's a pretty crappy, like 2-year-old show.
Hey, did any of you guys see the Lilo and Stitch cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces. That was really good. Also, understandable because Lilo and Stitch is great.
Yeah.
Darkwing
Duck. Yes. No, the Mighty Ducks. Actually,
Oh
all
my god,
three.
Mighty
Oh,
Ducks.
yes. Dude. Okay, no. They just made a reboot of it recently,
I
but
know.
DuckTales.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to see it, but I haven't had a chance yet.
Then
It's
you have.
it's
then you had
pretty
Goof.
good.
There were
Yo,
other. There were
Goof Troop.
Goof Troop. Oh my god, I remember watching episodes of that.
And
Can we-
and the subsequent movie, which is one of the most underrated Disney movies of all time.
I'm trying to.
You
Well,
already know where I'm going.
I'm looking at a
The Goofy movie.
extremely goofy movie.
No, the two most underrated Disney movies. Well, at least one of them is Atlantis.
Yep.
You want to know?
Yup.
You want to know what the other underrated Disney movie is?
The Black Cauldron.
Treasure Planet.
That one too.
You know what? I honestly think there's gonna be a Treasure Planet movie in or Treasure Planet World in the New Kingdom. I genuinely
I'm
do.
really hoping there is.
needs to be. There needs
I
to be.
want a Star Wars world so bad because in the post game of 2 there was a hidden it was the final boss. They were the hidden boss and you had to be level 99 to face them, and he was in an organization member coat and he was wielding a red lightsaber.
Hey,
I'm really hoping now that Disney owns Star Wars that there's a Star Wars world. I want that more than anything. I don't care if it's just that you're like on the Death Star the entire time or you're on like Hoth or something. I really don't care. I just want a Star Wars world so bad.
Phineas and
As
Ferb.
long as it's there, I will be happy.
Um.
I want to wield a lightsaber keyblade. That's all I want.
Hey, you want a light keyblade?
Dude, I want that so bad. I can't tell you how many times I have just
Fantasize about it?
dreamed and fantasized about it. I want it so bad. Ever since seeing that hidden boss in 2. I
Didn't-
want it.
How about gummy bears?
Gummy
Oh my
bears
God.
bouncing
Gummy
here
bears.
and there and everywhere.
No,
High
I never
adventures
saw
are
that
beyond
show.
compare. They are the gummy
Yeah, the
bears.
gummy bears. Du-du-du-du-du.
I've never actually seen the. I've seen like I think an episode of the show years ago, but I was reminded of the intro like a few years back.
Yeah.
What
You
about
know, honestly, everyone's like, "Oh, original Pokemon is the best Pokemon," but like
Johto Journeys?
I'm not gonna disagree. Pokemon was really good up until 5th gen. Like
I mean,
my
I liked
personal
it.
favorite. My personal favorite was Johto Journeys. Even though Johto is legitimately my least favorite region because I hate like facing the Elite Four because they're just miles in levels above everyone else, and the highest level that you can grind against is 38 in Victory Road.
No. In Gen 2, they were level 40 to 50. And Claire had a highest of, what, 42?
No. I'm talking about from Victory Road trainers to Elite Four trainers was like a 10 level gap, and unless you trained beforehand, you might have been a little bit above the trainers in Victory Road, but you had to grind your party up another like 8 levels to even be on par with them.
It didn't really matter because you could.
Hey,
I died.
I don't know. I just had really bad experiences with Lance and Karen. Because Umbreon might be my favorite evolution, but every time I see Karen, I want to stab her.
dudes.
Because, oh my god, that Umbreon with Confuse Ray and Attract was the most annoying crap in the world.
Alright, so who's everybody's favorite Pokemon companion? I guess like Ash's companion.
You mean like a signature Pokemon?
No, like the people.
Oh,
I know what
who's
you're
your
talking
favorite
about.
one of Ash's traveling companions? Brock, Misty, May, Max, etc.
Low key. I mean, okay, with bias, 100% Lily. I think she's adorable in the game. She's the legit I think she's legit the sweetest thing in the video games, and it
Are we
melts
talking about
my
the
heart.
series or the? What are we talking about?
We're talking about the series, but I mean the reason she is my favorite is because in the series, in the new anime, or the new season of the anime, she is the most adorable thing, and in the games she's this like legit the sweetest person. On top of that, if we're excluding bias, 100% has to be my boy Trace.
Oh my God, Tracy.
Tracy? Okay, I haven't seen the later. I haven't seen the later season.
Photographer.
Oh, the photographer.
Tracy's the photographer from like
Orange
watch
Island.
the movie 2000.
Oh, yeah.
Orange Island.
I've got to say, probably one of, if not the best, has still got to be Basic Brock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You can
Brock
never
is
go wrong with Brock.
Brock never opened his eyes.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
There's that freaking meme of Brock as Neo from The Matrix. Why do my eyes hurt? Because you've never used them.
I mean, my favorite's May just because that's the person I grew up with. So
That's fair. I also really like May as a character, but I know a lot of people in the Pokemon fandom hate her. I don't understand why.
I don't understand.
I'm gonna pop the stream here. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit.
back.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream.
All right.